Hey, so thought I would do a quick video showing off some of the original art from my new comic, Faceless in the Family. It's going to be going live on Zoop. Going to be crowdfunding it next month. And if you haven't yet, you can actually sign up to be notified when it's going to launch. And there's going to be early bird deals, and different things that you might not want to miss out on. So the link is in the description, and all you have to do is put in your email and we'll let you know right when it launches. But so here's the first page. Really spent a lot of time on these pages. I've been actually working on it, drawing this version of it all year. So this is pretty much Faceless, the main character, and this is where he's been living for the past 10 years, underground in the mouth of a statue, of a fallen statue actually. And this is page 2. I'm just showing, I'm not going to show everything obviously. I've got like probably like 80 pages drawn right now. So I'm just showing select pages. So there he is. And this is actually, it's kind of, not a flashback, but it's how he's seeing himself and his halfway how he looks now and halfway how he used to be in this gang, called the Carpal Tunnel Gang. And they'd come from underground. So that's why, and even the armor, if you can't tell, it's kind of like a hand, like gripping, like the gang is keeping you in the gang, and they're also like a hand gang. But anyway, that's page 2. I'll put it here. You've got page 3. Really like this first panel. I kind of did a lot of this, incorporating different ways of doing lettering in the art before this comic started. I was doing it a lot before, but so in the beginning of the comic, it was still on my mind to do something like this, and I think it pretty much worked out. The Carpal Tunnel Gang, and this is again, this is pretty much a flashback. This is the modern version of him in the background. And up here you get to see an idea of how they work. They just kind of pop up and then they rob people or whatever. And then there he is seeing himself out of his pipe helmet and what he used to do. Like you can't stop seeing it. And then there he is also kind of halfway. He's always hiding in some way. He's kind of realizing that, like this is his old mask, and now this is his new mask. So that's page 3. Then you've got the main cover. This is for the soft cover graphic novel. That's the main book. It's gonna have all 5 chapters. I might go in and ink, just fill this with black, because that's what I did on Manga Studio. Just because I didn't even think, it was initially going to be colored. That's a whole long story, but once I scanned it in, I kind of thought, oh, what if I fill this in with black, and I feel like it kind of pops. So that's that. And I wanted something pretty simple and iconic, if possible. That's what I'm going for here. It's, I don't know, I tend to like simple more than the overly complex, crowded montage. I mean, that stuff is fun too, but I don't know, the main cover, this is what I wanted. So that's that. And then this is going to be for the issue number 1. It'll be its own separate issue number 1, so you can get both. So this is This is probably the only time that you actually see some of his actual face in the comic, which is on this cover. And I think I'm pretty happy with this concept because it's within it's kind of like a silhouette of his helmet, his pipe. It's really just a pipe, but it works as a helmet and a mask. You see his old gang, which kind of kept him imprisoned within that life, and he's imprisoned behind the mask, and he's kind of seeing, it's almost like he's in a prison or something behind the gang. So that's that. And then this is kind of the big reveal, but I'll just show it here. This is the hand planet, and it's basically this is actually my first double page spread, and it's here, let me fix the camera so you can see it better. This is the setting for the comic. So it's one planet. It's actually the hand. This isn't written anywhere in the comic, but if I do more books of this, and I want to, you'll find out more about it. But it's a broken off hand from a giant space organism, and there's more backstory to it. But essentially, you've got the palm, which is right here, and this is all one-story flat buildings where a lot of the poor people reside, and then you've got the finger cities, which are all different, and they're guarded off by ring borders, and you've got security guards, and so regular people can't really get in here unless you work there, or you were invited in, or maybe you're making a delivery. And even then, you have to be checked, and it's a whole thing. But in the story, Faceless and the family, they're going to Pinky Town, and they're going to get facial reconstructive surgery, or at least that's the idea. So they're traveling all the way from here across the desert, and they're going to have to try to get away in there. So that's the idea with that. And what do we have next? Here's the logo. That's actually that's like maybe the 4th try. Pretty happy with it. It's, cool logo. I like hand-drawn logos. This is the first appearance of Giant, or Giant Jerry. One of the main characters in the book. He's a mobile hoarder, and so the only way he feels comfortable leaving his home is with all his stuff, and he hasn't made a memory in like 5 years, so that's his whole objective now in life, is to make new memories. Then you got the first appearance of Carp, short for Carpenter. She's an escaped cult member, and as you can see, she's running from something. And now she's her whole thing is, what she really wants is just family, a real sense of family and love, because she was actually born within the cult, so that's all she knows, and quickly realizes that it's all fake, and it's not really family, but they're telling her it is, and so there's more to that, but that's the idea with her. Then you've got, well, let me show this. So you've got the hand planet, and then you've also got little areas where there are warts that kind of pop up. So here's Faceless and Giant being, attacked essentially by this wart. And Giant, not knowing any better, he thinks you're supposed to pop warts, and he's always been in isolation, so he doesn't really know. And with that, these creatures are inside right there. It's kind of flying out at him, and then they're in a little bit of trouble. And this, yeah, let me take a little sip of coffee. This was going to be one of the covers, but I feel like it doesn't really, it's too confusing as a cover because they're fighting. So it kind of goes against the whole idea of the book. It doesn't really lend itself to being a cover for the overall story. So I don't know what I'm going to use this for, but I probably will. Maybe a chapter break. I mean, I think it's a pretty good piece. It works for what it was. It was going to be the issue 2 or 3 cover, but now I'm not sure. But then you've got the back cover. This is going to be another main cover, but we don't need that many covers, so I decided, hey, I'll just throw this on the back. Kind of like a superhero type pose, type shot. So that's that. And then here is when they get to Pinky Town. It's very crowded. A lot of eccentric, different people there. And so Faceless and the crew don't really stick out. They're not even noticed, really. And then got this. This is one of my favorite pages. It's a little chaotic, but I think it works. You got like pipes and rock walls separating panels. You got wiring and that kind of stuff. I don't want to give away too much, so that's that. It's just a page that I like. It's nothing epic or exciting, but I like what most people might think of as boring pages. But yeah, it's nothing exciting here to most people, I'm sure, but just thought I'd show it. And that's it. I didn't want to make this too long of a video, so that's about it for now. Like I said, the original art will be part of the campaign. Definitely just sign up if you don't want to miss any of this. Link is in the description. Like I said, it's free. All you have to do is just put in your email, and we're just going to let you know as soon as it launches. And it's going to be in a month. So, about a month. So, thanks for watching. Leave me a comment if you have any questions. Yeah, that's it.